So after investigating, it turned out that someone had taken the name, so I had to change the name and add a few things to create a mismatch so I can send this. So first of all, I go back CD because I changed the name. Then I'll have to CD back in the new name. CD, and then okay. All right. From the browser, they didn't even add manually, forbidden by their policy. I put DB and check if someone have actually used this one too. Error forbidden. Let me go back. It generates a token again. Okay. Now packages. Add a package. Now we got add a package. That's good. Create a team. let's call it Moa created as a team. So package add okay. So we clicked it add, I think we didn't allow us. Enable. Wait a second. What is that? Okay. Here we got this. Now what are we gonna do? Access token generate access suite all packages or permission more custom 21 days generate token bypass sorry. And again, it says forbidden even without actually going through login. Oh yeah, because we need first this, then we can try this one or this one. So please try to log in. Okay. Now let me try again. Now I changed it. I changed it the name. Not be more SDK. Okay, I'm gonna need actually to remove the yarn, or otherwise the name would not change. Yeah. Okay, now we have our package. It's been added and it's been published. Sorry for that, but actually it was actually just the name need to be changed. Once change is done, so we have our package now. We go to our terminal. We should refresh, add and check packages, and actually we do. Now we can actually install our package. We have a nice emphasize. You would ask when this was added and all that. Actually, that was in the README file. You can customize your README file to be looking as this exactly. So it actually show you how can you use. And actually, I need to change some stuff into my README because it still has all package configuration. But just this was just a test. We can update as usual. What we're gonna do is we're gonna change the version. We're gonna say version 1.1. Then since I have changed this, so I'm just gonna grab this from here and go to my README file, update the rest of the data before we publish it again. So since I have over here, since we changed the name, we just gonna add information. So just to not retype everything, just filter, search for the name key, replace it with the new name. Just click, it would replace you everything, so you don't have to do that in your script. Now, after removing all that, let us repeat again. I'm gonna have to delete the nude models, the lock, nude model, and because I'm doing a new version, so I need to make it look as a new version, and I need the data to be matched. It doesn't want to delete. Let me redo that again. Okay, perfect. It did not delete. So what I'm gonna do is let me npm and rebuild again everything before npm I npm build. There's no build run command, which is strange. I do have into the scripts. Okay, there was a part of the script missing. Let me grab. It's actually running the tsconfig package was ts. Let me just grab from my backup and put it back in. Because I'm just gonna need to rebuild, and I removed the rebuilder keys in the function earlier. So what I'm gonna do is take back dependencies, scripts, and dependencies, keywords. Now I go back here. Just gonna put back dependencies and keywords. Now let me just try back again now. I should actually remove the nude model. Sorry for that. This is a different packet. I should be back here. No. Let me try again. Here's the nude model gone. Now npm I. Unknown command build. How is that? Okay, so since it doesn't want to do that, we can do it ourselves. There. Yeah, I forgot to remove the log file. That's why you see things not running correctly. So make sure that you each time remove your log file, otherwise with npm none getting things as expected. Let me just double check because I have two multiple terminals. There's this one. Now npm build unknown build command. Why is that? Let me close this. Open actually this in VS Code. Actually, doesn't want to allow me even to open. Yes, I trust this. No. Let me try here npm build and let's try if it's gonna work. npm build build. It seems that yarn is running. Okay, for npm it's my mistake. npm run, because in npm if you don't add run, it would not actually run the build command as this. So now npm login or login first. Now npm publish should rebuild the recent version before publishing and account authenticated. And if we go, we're just gonna click press authenticate our user for this last time, and if it go through, now give it 2 seconds, and it says error, you don't have permission. Oh yeah, seems like there is I don't know why we're getting this one. It should be okay. DB, sorry for that. DB SDK should be version.1, and I don't recall that I have. Okay, so leave this one, move to the bins, delete. Let me see the readme because it seems like no, it's correct. Package JSON, it's correct. Now this is where, yeah, so it's the package lock JSON which still has the old version. So let me now npm I. Let me check my config. Okay. And now it should be fine. And yeah, it's version 1.1, which will bypass the policy and make it look like an update actually to the version instead. Over here. That's good. We still didn't upload. I still have like running it to the local. It's good to read. So npm install, and it should be just like this. And npm cd to your project, and then link, and npm link my. You don't need actually. You can get the package link itself automatically. We can add here npm bash, and once you write a bash like this, it will highlight it in a command. So we can say also yarn add, because once the package is added, you can use it in both sides. So now after this, let's publish now. And as you can see, it got through its 0 version 1 with 1 plus 1 version plus, which will make it recent. So if I refresh now, as you see over here, we got our package added. Now we can get this package now using npms. So if you wish to use the package, feel free. I'll add also the CLI, and you can also get the CLI with it. It is actually the first highly secure with a multi-refresh URLs, which doesn't allow tunneling actually to access to you. That means it doesn't allow your access because it's keeping changing your tunnel each 1 hour, which make you more secure actually than the new way that they have right now on the servers, because servers have a located address which doesn't change itself, but this one over here, it will change its address, which doesn't make it actually only for the users that actually using your app will be having the access to those URLs database. And the document is emphasizing every information you require about it, how you can run it, how you can use it. A script over here showing you how you can call the function, what are the function you will call. They are more similar to Firebase if you see over here, so you will still have the same experience as you are writing Firebase. So now let's add a CLI because I'm planning to add everything at once. So for the CLI, because it's a Go CLI, so I'll let you all have fun a bit with it, and let me know while you are testing it how, if there's any issues, or give me some feedbacks. I'll be thankful. So we're gonna call our CLI the same name but with the CLI instead. Let me just go grab it from here. For the CLI, you will have actually to install a few things to allow you to use it. Let me double check. This is the old previous or the newest? This is usually the newest complete version, so let me double check. It's the DB over here. For the CLI, you will find it actually in GitHub. We will publish it over there because it has softwares and other stuff. Let me just log into GitHub. Yeah, I'm actually logging. So let me just, it actually give me the path straightforward. Let me okay, GitHub, because I have GitHub disk, so I don't actually require to go there. I forgot remove. Let me add local repository, choose the path. So it's in here, so I'm just gonna have to copy this, go back outside, put it here. Now desktop, we're gonna select this one. And we're gonna create So there is no files. There's no updates, that's why. Just gonna call it more already exist. CLI. Since it's a CLI actually, only with an interface, so we put it as a CLI. In order to use it, you will have actually to add one more software, which I'll show you right now, which I showed it in the tutorials and the videos. Make sure that you grab it from here. I would like to add the files, but it will load the repository, so you may actually have to do that by yourself, because the file has 300 megabytes. So make sure just to add the Zeek file, the Zeek library, and you add it inside, and that would be it. The project would be running for you fine, because that's the missing set of the environment. Now our project is already published, and if we drive into our link, right now I'm just going to change it public. Let me do desktop, and let me sign in again. Let me double check my repositories, and if you look here at my repositories, I know that I have a lot, so don't worry. And here you go, I'm gonna put it now to public so you can have access and have fun with it. So we're just gonna go security settings and go down, 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 change visible, change to public, and I want this to be public. Understand? Make the repository public. So now you can have access to it. So enjoy, guys. Let me know what do you think about it. Yeah. Well, I can do actually the same for our SDKs too. Let me just also do the same thing. New repository. We will choose this our desktop. We're gonna call it the same thing and create. So let's add the repository over here too, so everyone can have access. Actually, I made a mistake. It's in the GitHub. You should not put the node package, which violate the policy. It's a mistake that happened. Let me quickly remove the node robber. And now we should find the local repository, choose the path. Okay. So let us check, did it upload or not? We go to here. It's still empty, so there is nothing inside yet. And it should actually add files. Should add and choose this one here. Create SDK. Now we're good. Okay, there is a problem with creating the file. It created a .get over here and it created MoSDK over here, where actually it should open the SDK. Okay, remove. Let me just remove this one. Let me just add local, choose back, this one, add, create. Now we should publish. Okay, so I just gonna have to go back over here, setting. What I should do is delete this repository. I delete it, I understand. Then it asks you to type this. Just copy the type. My GitHub, and I try to publish, it should go through. Now, if we refresh here, we should see our repository, and it has actually a license. That means it got uploaded, and we got our repository. So we can copy the link from here, go back to our npms. We're gonna need to go as a setting and then choose the package from the packages and go inside our package, and then package over here again, then settings. You will have the settings over here, GitHub. Then you see, as it says over here, a username. So you're just gonna copy username, from here. Then you keep the repository and then your username. And over here, then file workflow, set up connection. Okay, use the publish. You don't need that. Let's say the full package name. Wait for that. Let's try the full package name and set connection. No. Okay, you can. Okay, let us do this. Actually, learn about more open early on. Okay, we're gonna need to create a YAML file and then add the environment workflow for deployment, and then it should be working fine. So let's just try to update. Okay. So let's test our npm. Get in the package actually. Let's try to get the package and test it because I didn't test it. So let's open a new folder and just to test the package node model will be here. Let's say npm, let's say cmd npm init -y and then npm I or yarn add, sorry, yarn actually npm I. And here we got our package. If we now sit down inside, check here, as you can see, we got our package running with our node model off. So if we create, for example, can open this our servers, yes, and then let us add server, yes, import as add sorry, as app from my SDK. Let's say app dot out. As you see, it's actually given us all the functions that we can use. Initialize app, then app, then configurations. As you can see, they're popping up. So if we do again as slash here, we do slash app, so it doesn't confuse the package, slash out, and then here out and db, which is database, or you can say PowerShell db. You can do slash, you're gonna see it's giving you PowerShell, so you don't actually have give you everything. So out dot, if you see get authenticated or get out user, then you pass in the app which initialize. So if you do like constant my app, like you're doing with Firebase, my app, and then you pass it over here and you get your out, constant out equal to my app. So that's your out. Then you can do constant mydb, which is Firestore, for example, and you can just call db dot get Firestore, as you can see. And if you check inside, it would take an app again, which is my app. Same thing for your storage, same thing for everything. You can also import as storage from SDK dot storage. Also, you can initialize it by saying storage equal db dot get storage equal storage dot get storage. Nice. Storage dot, yeah, storage, no, actually you don't, so yeah, storage dot get storage, and then you pass an my app. So as always, to initialize, you will need to initialize an app and then passing the app and then getting the storage and doing the same thing. My out again, sorry here because we cannot declare the same, and we declare again, and my storage. Now, if you put, for example, mine out, and let's say you want to create a function to sign in, you're just going to say constant sign in or sign in user. And you just call your out, and it's automatically will show you the functions as you need. Sorry, my out. Okay, seems like my out doesn't get you the functions. Sorry, you should actually call out, not my out. If you call the out like this and you just click the press, you should get create an account. You should get sign up user with email and password. Select that. You pass in an email and out first, which is our get out. So let's say my out, and then you pass in an email, which could be an email dot and then a password, which could be a string. Then you can do a then, and then you can catch errors if you wish to, or then cancel and then catch. So after then, you should be getting a user. After authenticating the user, if the user have authenticated and everything goes correctly, you should be getting the user. In order to know if the object or the function is running perfectly, we're gonna check if it would show us after the then the user instant. So we call here user, so whatever the function would return. So if we say if user, once you're gonna write the user, notice that it's gonna show you users. You select users again, you select user UID, same as in Firebase, and then you cancel log if you wish to, or you can do Firestore to save, call your Firestore and save data inside UDB collections. You can do whatever you want, same as in Firestore. The only difference between the two, that all the data would be stored in your computer, would not be stored all in your server if you have an actual server. Again, also the same thing if you do in Firestore on a save, if you check just, for example, save, because here we called it the function sign up, straightforward, and we assigned it to a variable as sign up. So if we just put sign up over here, it should execute the variable once it passes into the code. But usually it's not good to have it like that. Call it as a function, which would be usable. Here we're trying to show the functions, how they are actually could be toggled and could be used same way as in Firebase. You can call this inside a function, that would be more better. So same thing if you want to do fire, let's call this DB. So let's not actually use too much spread codes. I already tested, it's working. It's just up to you. And as I said to you, if you have any trouble with the installation, make sure actually that you have this package over here, Zig. Make it located in your C drive so it can be accessible. I wanted to unpack everything, but due to the policy of GitHub, there is some points that you cannot actually add executables. So if you do db and you click press, you're gonna have here add a doc, delete a doc, get a doc, set doc, also query, update, all the same function as they are. You can actually declare the path the same way and add the values. And since this it's an async function, also the sign in was an async function, make sure that you add a wait, but since we're not calling it into functions, that's why I'm not adding any waits next to it. So you can give it a path. For example, I'll be using user, and then I can actually set, if you see, it asks for the data. I can give it the user data, which was sign in, and call it as data. You can add more to your to your path. Let's say user, add an ID over here, use brackets and add ID or the user ID, and then you can nest your map data as you want. It will still be the same way as in Firebase. So I hope you enjoyed. Have a nice day. Catch up with you in the next sessions.